Hello, I'm glad you could join me again today. It's a beautiful day today and I hope it's the same for you. In this episode I'm going to talk about Shin Megami Tensei 3. I just finished the game on the Nintendo Switch and yeah, as always I'll give you my thoughts and at the end I'll give you my rating. So let's get started. This is the first Shin Megami Tensei game that I played. Luckily they released an HD remaster on the Nintendo Switch, so it's called Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remaster. And this is a HD remaster of the original Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, which came out on the PlayStation 2 in 2003. And again, this is my first Shin Megami Tensei game that I played. Shin Megami Tensei 3 on the PlayStation 2 was the first game to be released in the Western world, especially in Europe, as a physical original version. So yeah, this is so cool that they re-released this. And while I was playing this, I actually ordered lots of other Shin Megami Tensei games and spin-off games like the Persona games, because I love this game so much that I fell in love in an instant with this game. And let's get started with the cover. I think the cover of the game isn't anything special. You have the face of the main protagonist and you have the lettering or the logo and that's it. So it's okay, it's fine, it's nothing that knocks me out of my socks. But yeah, it's a cool cover. And let's go over to the music. This was one of the things that I absolutely loved about this game. I would say 90% of the soundtrack is just amazing. It's so eerie and gloomy, but also sometimes uplifting, dramatic. It has a great mixture of all of these emotions, and it also has a great mixture of different kind of genres. You have rock and metal in here, you have piano music in here, and jazzy tunes and all that stuff. It's really, really cool. And yeah, I think the soundtrack is great. There were just a couple of songs or tracks that I didn't like so much. One was the safe room track, when you come into the room with the drum of Amala, where you can save your progress and fast travel to other regions. And this is kind of this organ loop that repeats over and over and over again, and I didn't like it so much. I was listening to all the soundtracks online parallel to playing the game when I was not playing the game, and I know that this track, for instance, is something that repeats itself over and over again throughout the whole series, and this is something that I absolutely like. But yeah, this was just one track that I didn't like so much. But other than that, the world map track was really awesome. The battle musics were great, especially from the boss battles. The last couple of ones, they were really awesome. I went in the kind of a techno and electronic dance music direction, which I really like. And yeah, the soundtrack is really, really awesome. So versatile, so many emotions. It's perfect, the perfect fit for this game. Let's go over to the graphics and the art style. This is something that I really love about this game because it's so unique. It's so different to all the other games that I have played in these genres. I really like the art style. It is a almost 20-year-old game by now, and this game still looks great, especially the HD remaster. And for some people it might kind of look a bit empty, but again, it's a 20-year-old game and I don't mind that. I think for this time it looks really great, and again, it's so special and unique. The whole atmosphere, again, it's so gloomy, the world, and eerie, and there's so much mystery about this whole thing, the whole world that you are in there. And that's something that I really like. The world build was great. The whole thing that you were in this sphere and you walked inside of the sphere of this broken Tokyo, these broken puzzle bits of Tokyo, that was so cool. That I played in Tokyo at the beginning was awesome. And again, you have so many cool things. Let's go over to the story so that I can connect this a little bit better. The story was something that really hooked me. It was really great. It was a perfect fit. It was not too convoluted, not too simple. It was great storytelling here with a really cool, interesting story. Again, you start in Tokyo and you find out that two cults were kind of fighting each other and killing each other. And one of this cult is hiding in an abandoned hospital, trying to kind of start the conception, which is the end of our world, because our world is full of sins and everything is falling apart, and it's time for this world to end, to create a new world. This is at least what the cult follower thinks. And yeah, he kind of finds this ancient device, the drum of Amala, which helps him to end the world and to create this in-between world, this new world, again, where you have this sphere. In the middle of the sphere is this being, this entity that waits for someone to step forward and have a reason for a new world, to create a new world. And it's such a great story. It's well told. Outside of this between world is a shadow realm where all the gods are, and it's so epic, and It's full of adventure and cool twists and turns, and you have a couple of friends that kind of transcend with you together into this new between world. I think they call it the Vortex world or something like that. And yeah, the whole art style again, the whole story was so cool. I don't want to give away too many details. At the beginning, you meet a character. I don't want to give the name now because it would spoil a lot, but this character kind of transforms you into a half demon, gives you this Magatama, which is something that transforms you into half demon or into a demon. And then you kind of wander this world. You escape the hospital, and the world looks totally different. You have to try to find your friends, and the whole story unfolds. And I love the story, the characters, I love the ending. I know that this game has 6 endings, so within the story you can decide what to choose, which way you want to go, which is also really cool. Great replay value there. And the story was such a great story. I loved my ending that I had. I found out that there was the true demon ending, and this was so great. And what else can I say about this game? Again, I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I had about 120 or 115 to 120 play hours. And this is an epic game. You can sunk in your teeth in this game and can spend so many hours grinding. It is a turn-based RPG game, but the gameplay twist here is that you have to find and recruit these demons that are wandering in this world, the Vortex world. And this was something that I really enjoyed, the gameplay mechanic that you find these demons, you recruit them, you have them in your team, and then you kind of see what skills they have and you try them out, and then you have a couple of skills that you really like about them, a couple of skills that you don't like, and they also can level up and evolve and whatnot. This is really a really cool concept. But what I like is it reminded me a little bit of Pokemon here and there. And it is supposed to be a game that inspired Pokemon, which is also great. But they did something different, because in Pokemon you have the urge to collect them all, you want to get them all, and you want to kind of fill your Pokedex. This is not the thing here in Shin Megami Tensei. This is more like you meet this demon, you ask him to join your team or try to get this demon. There are different ways to obtain demons. And then you have this demon in your team and you level him up. But then you notice, okay, I like this one skill, but everything else is not so good. So you can fuse demons together, for instance, which is a great concept in this game. And then you get this, you fuse 2 demons that you have that you think were okay, but you fuse them together. You select the skills that you like, and then a new demon comes out. And this is something really cool. And then you progress the story with your new fused demon. Your main character yourself has also skills that change. He can level up. You have skill stats that you can improve, which was really addicting. So every level up gives you one new skill stat that you can change. And this was something that I really liked also. While you rank up, you notice at some points, oh yeah, my demon is not strong anymore. And then you fuse it with another demon or it evolves. And this goes on and on and on. And it's really addicting. And it's not about collecting all these demons. You have a demon companion, which you can fill up. I think I had almost a 70% at the end. But for me, it wasn't about collecting all the demons. For me, it was about finding cool demons, fusing them together, and getting a demon with really strong skills that is really prepared for this game. Because this game can be tough. It was really a tough game, especially at the beginning. What I liked is that a lot of RPGs have these buffs and debuffs and these insta-kill skills that don't work so well, and they're there in these games. It's a typical RPG trope, but you don't use them so much because the chance that these things do something is pretty low. But in this game, buffs and debuffs actually work, and you actually have to use them, otherwise you will die a lot. And the same for insta-kill moves. These insta-kill moves killed me a couple of times. I had lots of hours lost because of that, and it was a little bit frustrating, but again, it was a learning curve. And when you get yourself behind the whole Shin Megami Tensei gameplay, you kind of get addicted, and it was really fast. I think after 15, 20, 25 hours, I was so addicted. I wanted to play this game every day. I played it for a month and a half, again 150 play hours I think, and I was addicted. I was buying other Shin Megami Tensei games, and I really, really enjoyed it. The music was great, the gameplay, the story, the gameplay was so addicting, something that I really wasn't prepared. And I didn't know a lot about this game. I just knew that a lot of people were talking about this. This game was in a lot of RPG lists, best RPGs of all time, like the Shin Megami Tensei franchise in general was named so much, and I'm happy that I finally played it. I can't wait to play all the others. I will right go to Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse on the 3DS, and then I will play Shin Megami Tensei 5. And yeah, this is something that rarely happens, that I'm so addicted to a game, that I sunk my teeth so deep into this game and I can't stop playing. And what happens even more rarely is that after this game I want to play the next game. I always mix it up. I play an RPG for 100, 200 hours, whatnot, and then I play a Mario game or whatever, a more casual game. And I always exchange this. I always have this, RPG, heavy RPG, and then more casual, family-friendly game. But this time I just want to keep on going. So this is how much I loved Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster on the Nintendo Switch. I'll give this game a 9.5 out of 10. Throughout most of the game I was like, this is a solid 9 out of 10. And at the end, when the end credits were rolling, I was sitting there thinking, this was a special game, a really special game which had a great atmosphere. I liked all the demon sprites. There are almost, I think, over 180 demons that you can recruit or collect, evolve, whatever, and they all looked so interesting, so cool, so different to Western mythology. It was so cool to see all this. It had these Japanese bits here and there, especially the demons and the names of the demons, the names of the spells and whatnot. And this is something that I always find interesting. It feels fresh, and yeah, this game is a game that I highly recommend. And it has a learning curve. It is a bit more difficult, but you have 3 difficult settings. And one is a really easy difficult setting. I played in the middle, in the normal difficulty, and I had a great time, I had a blast. Again, I was dying a couple of times, but it wasn't that bad. One time I think I lost 1 hour of grinding, leveling up in dungeons. It's also a dungeon crawl a little bit. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but then I got behind this whole concept. I have to prepare, I have to buff, I have to debuff, I have to heal, I have to be a bit more strategic and take it more serious. And this is something I really love. So yeah, that's my little impressions here on this game. I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have played this game or any other Shin Megami Tensei game, maybe a spin-off, a Persona game. These are games that I'm looking forward as well. I can't wait to play these, and yeah, let me know that. I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.